Hey, everybody, listen, welcome into the building. Happy Sunday. I'm glad to see all of y'all out there today. Let's get into this tea time, okay? This is tea time with the diva, and get your cup of tea and get ready. Okay, listen, I stopped by Starbucks. Don't judge your sister, okay? All is well, but that's my tea there, still kind of sipping on it from this morning. Today's tea time is dedicated to Chris Brown. And listen, guys, I had to sit back and think, because yesterday when I was hanging out with the family, I got emails. People were DMing me. People were texting me saying, "Hey, Diva, did you hear about this situation with Chris Brown yet again, thinking it's cool and it's okay to verbally assault somebody?" I'll say that. And then also physically assault somebody. I mean, has he lost his mind? And I'm here to give my take on it and say, you know what? I think he has a little bit of both. He lost his mind and he's currently unhinged. Unhinged, people. So what all happened, I'm sure you already know. He turned 34 years old. There was a birthday party dedicated to him at the skating rink. Who doesn't like to skate? I could skate a little bit too. Okay, his 34th birthday party. And he's still a little salty that the American Music Awards canceled his tribute performance to MJ, Michael Jackson. And ironically, that's what I was doing yesterday. I was in the city, New York City, on Broadway, taking my mom, who turned 77, to God be the glory, to see the Michael Jackson play on Broadway. It's mind our business, having a good old time. And I was getting ping, 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 ping. What happened, people? Chris Brown losing it. Okay? Actually, I got it later on when we was eating dinner and all that, but you understand what I'm talking about. So Chris Brown allegedly putting his hands on people. And allegedly told Tiana Taylor off and called her out of her name. How disrespectful and rude. He was pissed because he felt like she was the reason, because she pulled out of the performance at the last minute. He's feeling like she was the reason that the American Music Awards scrapped his tribute. And he's blaming it all on her. Let's be clear, Chris Brown, that if they really wanted you, she could have pulled out, or your dancers could have pulled out. Hey, the people that's going to do the backup music for you could have pulled out. But if the American Music Awards wanted you, they would have still had you. When Michael Jackson did that tribute, I forgot what award show it was. And he presented, first I think he sung with the Brothers, because I think it was right after the Victory Tour. I think he performed with the Brothers at first, and then they left the stage, and he did his own thing. He did Billie Jean. Remember that, guys? And he had the glove on, and he had the glitter socks, and he walked across the stage. It's a solo act. He tore that stage down. And let's be clear, Chris Brown has talent. Musically, he can dance. He's like a triple threat, so to speak, right? But yet, you want to blame one person for the American Music Awards scrapping your performance. Sierra, and everybody loves Sierra. She was still going to be a part of it. So why are you so mad at Tiana Taylor to the point where you feel it was okay to get up in her face and to tell Usher to throw her out the party? Have you lost your everlasting mind? That chick has a husband. Now, it wouldn't be right If her husband, the next time he see you, get up in your face and tell you, don't you ever find yourself comfortable enough to get up in my wife's face. Because you get hurt in these streets. Matter of fact, WAC 100 said that Chris Brown just hasn't ran into the right person yet. Now, I don't want nothing to happen to Chris Brown, but he's doing these things himself to get himself in trouble. Now, WAC 100 said that allegedly Chris Brown liked the booger sugar. And if you know what that is, you know what it is. That he's on bad, heavy substances. And as a result, he is out of control. And I'm going to add out of line, out of pocket, and out of order. And we've seen so many of the entertainers that we all like and love go down this same wicked road. When will they start bumping their head against the wall? If I saw a entertainer before me who was everything in their field go down that road of alcohol, substance abuse, and all of that, why would I tread down that same road? Matter of fact, somebody showed me an alternate route. Where's the U-turn at? Matter of fact, I'm going to bust an illegal U before I go down that road that I saw my fellow entertainers go down and did not survive. People think they have control with substances, but sometimes you rarely do. It takes you. Sometimes most of the people, they need help to get off those substances. Let's get into this story. I'm gonna finish chatting and we gonna talk about this thing here. Is it the fame and the fortune that's taking them down, or would they have gone down that same wicked path, whether they worked at McDonald's, Rite Aid, ShopRite, Chick-fil-A, Wingstop? I don't know. Let's look at this article here. Hold on one second. Now they say Usher and Chris Brown post-fight performances, neither looks injured, because they're claiming that Usher might have had a bloody nose from this situation. Usher took to the stage Saturday night at the Lovers and Friends Music Festival after a physical conversation with Chris Brown Friday night that left him bleeding. So really, Chris, you put hands on people, they bleeding? And he brought this little shindig celebration to celebrate your 34th birthday. Here's the thing. Chris performed right before Usher, and never made reference to the fight. Now, well, that ain't the place to be making reference to the fight. So I would have ignored it too if we was going to go ahead and carry on with the performance. But probably they carried on too because they already signed contracts. And they would have been in worse trouble breaking contracts and having to pay people. So they're behind the scenes. It's like, go ahead, man, you do your set, I'm going to do mine, and that's it, we're done, whatever. As we reported, the confrontation went down at a roller skating party, roller skating rink party. Who doesn't like to skate? I could skate. Can y'all skate? And after Usher and Chris got into a heated confrontation that turned physical, TMZ obtained a video of the lead up to that fight. Thing is, Usher and Chris were super close. And the party was to celebrate Chris' 34th birthday with lots of celebs on hand. 34 years old, and you just been through the moon and back already. Ooh, it's a lot. And one thing I will say this, anybody that has issues, substance abuse, mental health, whatever, you can really step in and help that person. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't try. But until that person hits their rock bottom, your efforts is just like throwing, throwing stuff to the wall and seeing what will stick. Usher and Chris together. Ain't that a nice picture? But I think he's a little unhinged, Usher. Not Usher, I mean Chris Brown. As we reported, the fight was over. Chris scrapped AMA's performance last year when he was set to do an MJ tribute, which was 86 at the last minute. As for what led up to the fight, Tiana Taylor, who was at the party, was being confronted by Chris because he blames her for his canceled MJ tribute. Blame yourself, Chris, and blame AMA. Don't be blaming some other person because, like I said earlier, if they wanted you, they would have kept you no matter who dropped out. Chris demanded that Usher show her to the door, and things escalated quickly. He's like, get her out of here. I'm pissed. She's the reason why I didn't get to do my performance last year. Blaming it on a female. And I would say he just has issues with putting his hands on females, but allegedly and apparently, it don't matter who it is. He got issues with keeping his hands to himself. He missed that lesson in kindergarten, in pre-K. Did he skip both of them? Because they sure did teach you. You got to share and you got to keep your hands to yourself. As for Usher, we're told his nose was bleeding right after the fight. There was no apparent evidence of injury on either one during the festival. And I'm telling you, I feel like they went ahead with this festival because you already signed contracts and stuff that you can't back out of. So they pulled themselves together and they carried on. Now, guys, 34, like I said, that's young. Do you think fame and fortune is the problem? Do you think social media is the problem? Or do you think that people are the problem? That no matter what, there are some people that are just unhinged and you can put them in any environment and it's going to be trouble. Now, I'm feeling for Chris Brown. I'm feeling for him in the sense that I feel like he needs help. I really do. I feel like he needs help. And I feel like that it is a possibility that all of these rumors about him having substance abuse issues is true. And someone needs to do an intervention. And maybe his mother needs to do it. Maybe his mother, along with a whole bunch of close friends, need to say, bro, you are walking wrong road, as Portia Williams would say, wrong road. Let's do this quick U-turn. Get you in the rehab. In every second, because he has that type of money, every second that you even remotely feel that you're about to slide off the slope, go back into rehab. Get you a sponsor, not these friends, because you know what? In that play last night, which really touched my heart about Michael Jackson, it was funny, but at the same time, this is a lot of celebrities feel this way. He said his favorite word in the dictionary is yes. That's what they said in the Michael Jackson play last night that Michael Jackson believed. His favorite word in the dictionary is yes. And he told his people, practice saying yes. People knew they couldn't say no to MJ. And I think a lot of celebrities get that way. They keep yes people around. If you dare say no, you're fired. You're done. They don't want to hear from you no more. But we all need to hear no every now and then. Whether it's in your relationship, your mate doesn't need to say yes every time because then they're creating a monster. As a parent, you don't need to say yes every time. Sometimes you got to say no even when it's breaking your heart. Because it's what's good for them. Because when they get out in the world in the streets, guess what? They're going to hear some no's. And if the first time they hear it in the streets, it's going to break them all the way down. So no, they need to hear it in their household with their parents or their parent. Mom, can I go? No. Mom, can I get that shoe? No. No explanation needed. No. Mom, everybody else is going, don't care. You can't go. No. Mom, dad, mom. Sometimes you got to say no. And I'm not saying always. Because trust me, these kids, I don't care what economical level the kids' parents are in these days. Every last one of these kids is spoiled rotten. All of them. I'm talking about all the way from the projects up to the mansion. They're all spoiled. I drive by these schools. These kids got cell phones better than mine. Hair done, nails done, looking cute, latest outfits on. And I'm talking across all economical levels. The parents in these streets are doing the most, all of us, for these kids. We love the kids. We love the kids and we doing the most for them. So for them to hear no every now and then, not going to hurt them. They're going to be all right. So I think in the entertainment industry, because people are more concerned about hanging around people that have money, hanging around people that have a certain status, and they want to stick around because of all the benefits they are getting. They could care less about the person. The person will ask them for anything. They'll be like, yes. I'm praying Chris Brown, if he needs help, gets the help that he needs. And I think it's apparent, even if we don't agree or disagree or whatever on substance issues, okay, we can agree that at the very least he has a temper issue. What man steps to a woman in her face and confronts her? Tiana tell her husband is tall. And I'm trying to start anything. But Chris, you wouldn't like it if her husband came up in your face and so the next time you got something to say to your wife, say it to me, or keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Chat with me in the comments, guys, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Let me know how you feel on this subject. Okay? Let's have a conversation. Hit the like button if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.